Well, hello everyone, good evening and welcome back to round 2 of the SimZone's GT3 Championship on Assetto Corsa Competizione. We're at Zandvoort. The lobby, I believe, has just been reset for us. Indeed it has, so now we can enter it. Password is that one. I hope. And we're in. Here we are. So usually I'm a little bit late starting the stream. Usually I'm on about 10 or 15 minutes before just to have a quick chat. Oh, that's good. Yeah, rain again. Rain. Lovely. Excuse me. Heavy hard week at work. 5 shifts in a row. I pretty much slept all weekend. I've been absolutely exhausted. Slept, I think, 12 hours on Friday. Went to bed this morning about 8 o'clock in the morning with the intentions of getting up about midday. I only woke up about 5. So, yeah, I've been catching up on my sleep. So, the weather... We are expecting rain, much like we saw in Monza. It uses real-time weather, but hopefully not as bad. But we are expecting a little bit of rain. You can see there the 5-minute practice session is now at midday on Friday, and then 6 o'clock in the evening we've got a 15-minute qualifying session on Saturday, and then a 1-hour race on midday. If it's fully dry, 2 sets of dry tyres need to be used, so ideally we probably use 1 set in qualifying and then short stop in the race, maybe as soon as the pit window opens. That was slightly embarrassing. I've just realised that I was actually live streaming to the actual lobby, so they would have heard me chat away for a minute or two, which is slightly embarrassing. But we're back now. There we go. So a quick message in chat to say sorry to anyone that heard me. There we go, so I've just put a quick message up saying sorry to anyone who heard me waffling on my stream. That was a bit embarrassing. I only realised that because my name was popping up on the right hand side. But anyway, say a quick apology in chat, not anyone wants to hear it. So what was I saying? Yeah, so 2 sets of dry tyres that we have to use. If there is rain and we have to start or race at some point on the wet tyres, then that rule does not take into effect. Yeah, 1-hour race around Zandvoort. I think it's the first time you've seen Zandvoort, or me race around Zandvoort on stream. Although I have raced around here, you know, in social races, online, like sprint lobbies, if you like. Circuit very similar to the F1 circuit, but the pit exit hasn't got the wall that goes all the way around turn 1, and the final corner is not banked. This is the unbanked version before it had its update, but other than that the circuit is pretty much the same you would see on Formula 1. Now in practice I was doing low 1-minute 40s, which was pretty good for me. I think in the race 3 laps takes 5 minutes, so 50 minutes you're looking at 30 laps. You're looking at 36 laps, 37 laps in total, including the formation lap at 2.3 litres a lap, which I believe, if we go onto here, onto my setup, which I've already got, and I was on this morning, you should see there that I've got 90 litres worth of fuel. Now, of course, the reason why I've been focusing on the fuel is because we ran out of fuel when we was at Monza, when I was running comfortably in 5th place, and we had to park up with a couple of laps to go just to get to the finish, and I finished and been classified in P13s. In the championship, which has been updated, the standings have gone out there. I am in P13, which is a shame. We could have been in the top 5 or maybe even top 4 if something else happened ahead of us at Monza. As it is, we are down towards the bottom of the championship. So if it is 2.3 litres a lap, 23 litres is going to be 10 laps, 46 is going to be 20, 69 is going to be 30, and then 40 laps is going to be 99, 102, 37, 36, 90. We're looking possibly 93 litres just to be absolutely safe. But for qualifying, what we will do is probably bolt in something like 18 litres worth of fuel. Tyre set number 1. You can see there are only 2 sets available to us. This is the rest of the setup that I'm working with. I'm fairly happy with it, to be honest with you. 1 minute 40 seems to be working quite nicely for us. The wall there has done a 41.4. I believe he's the only person that's going to set a lap in this 5-minute practice session. Not that it matters too much. Not a lot of drivers go out there. A lot of drivers just do what I'm doing and just talk at the beginning of their stream, and also make sure their setup is in tune and in check. So I think 93 litres worth of fuel will get us to the end with maybe a couple of litres spare, which is exactly what we want. You don't want another incident as what we had at Monza. That was a shame, that. Only 16 drivers here, but you can see there on the left-hand side quite a lot of the names who recognise the first race. And other races I've done with these guys, the Wall, of course, who commended me for running on the pad so competitively. Falguest is in there as well, W, and the weather is overcast, but it is dry, and that is the important thing. Okay, track's starting to fill up a little bit. Good opportunity for us to get out there. So yeah, I did a bit of practice in the early hours of this morning. I was only on this particular server actually for about 10-15 minutes. Did about 4 or 5 laps. Already had a setup from previous races around here off stream. So it's more about just working out braking points, which gears to take for certain corners, and found myself to be fairly comfortable. This corner's a little tricky, very understeery through here. Take a couple of laps for the pressures to fully come up. It's a tricky little section as well. It's very easy to outbrake yourself going to a little right-hander. Final corner as well can be a little tricky. Just because of the gearing, you want to take a wide exit in up to 4th, and then try and get close to that curb. That's a lap of Zandvoort. Now let's try and go a bit quicker. 2.5, quicker than I've gone before. Could be quick. I'd love to get into the 39s. Do 39.8. Good stuff, 39.8. P9 at the moment, that's okay. There's going to be some corners around here we are going to lose out on. The final corner, for example, for whatever reason, I think it's to do with the gearing more than anything else. Some people can take that flat out, maybe set up as well. I can't. I've tried it in third gear, you just bounce off the limiter. A fourth gear with a wider line in seems to work for me. It's also the quicker between the two. Fuel burn this morning was 2.3 or 2.29 to be honest. It's 2.26 at the moment, so I am right with the fuel count. .92 litres is essentially, I think, 40 laps. Okay, we'll go again then. Now we've got a bit of track space. Need to find 7 tenths to get up to P9. That'll be a struggle. That was a lovely turn one. Good first sector, that.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Really good lap this, really good lap this. Oh, we have found that time. Nearly 9 tenths up from absolutely nowhere.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Well done, mate. Personal best.
They've cooked it into turn 1.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Oh, car off. Okay, we'll go again, but I really don't think we're going to find any more time.
Yellow flag, be careful. Slow car ahead.
That car rejoining hasn't helped. We've run wide.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oops, sorry, mate. Well, we'll call an end to our qualifying. Now slipped down to 13th, which is a bit worrying. But we'll pit just to see what the pit lane is like.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Jesus Christ, that's what it's like. Holy hell. Okay. We'll return to the garage. Right, so we're in 13th place. We would have been down in 15th place if we didn't find that extra time. That really was a stonkingly good lap. Again, we're going to be towards the back, but we know again in these, we saw in Monza, you know, by the halfway distance we were 5th and we were flying. I'm not expecting that here, but with it being an hour race, it's a very narrow circuit, it's easy to make mistakes, it's easy to pick up damage. For us, the task is simple: to keep it clean, like we did in Monza. Keep it clean, keep ourselves out of trouble, and just pick our way through the order. And I'm sure that if we manage to get the fuel right this time, we make no mistakes, we'll be on for a solid top 10 result. That is the target. 18 drivers in here then. So the fuel, we might as well sort that out now. So I'm going to be doing some mathematics whilst I sit here. Tyre set 1 will be starting the race on. Right, fuel, so 2.27, call it 2.3 for argument's sake, so 10 laps. What did I say before? For 40, 2.3, 23, 46, 92 litres. Should give us enough fuel for 40 laps. And I'm expecting 36, a 30. I'm probably expecting a 36 or a 37 lap race. 38 laps due to the formation lap. We go 23, 2.3, 23 is 10 laps, 46 is 20, double that is 40 laps at 92. We've got the fuel in place, finally. Just double check that's in there, 92, starting on tyre set number 1, pit stop strategy, tyre set number 2, keep the pressures at the same. I believe they are 20.3, 25.3, 24.9. That's what we're running at the moment. 25.3, 25.3, 24.9, 24.9, 25.3, 25.3, 24.9, 24.9. Cool, that's what we want. And it'll be tyre set number 2. That will be the pressures all set up. Cool. And we'll save that. Double check again, 92, pressure's all in set, starting the race on tyre set number 1, moving over to tyre set number 2. Yep, I'm happy with everything, there we go, the setup is all done. The qualifying session is all done, there's just a handful of cars still out there. I've got to remember that pit lane entrance, so really slow down before a bit, that's going to catch a few people out I think. P15, slowest of the competitive runners, we've got Windsor, who is 5 seconds off the pace, same as ZJ Reddy, so they're about 2.5 seconds slower than me. We're a few tenths away from everyone else. As I said, this is a super competitive league. So just to be slightly competitive in it, for me, is a win. But it's an hour-long race. I enjoy the longer races, especially with a high field count of 18. Of course, you can get more if you did Assetto Corsa on PC. You can have, I think, up to 50 or 60 drivers, something crazy like that. Which would be something I'd like to get into in the future once the house sale goes through at some point, and then I buy a house and set up a game room with a nice sim rig. So the mandatory stop looks like it's going to be dry throughout, so that's helpful for us. There was a slight chance of rain. Well, the first 30 minutes is going to be dry at least. We've got a pit window where we have to do a tyre change. We know that. A driver swap, well, we don't need to do that, and we can't refuel either. So we've got 92 litres of fuel on the car, which is good enough for 40, maybe 41 laps. I'm expecting the pace in the race to be quite high. That will probably end up doing 37, maybe even 38 laps here. Plus an extra lap for the formation lap. We have to take that into account. So we've got enough fuel, I think, maximum for 39. But we've got enough fuel there for 40 laps, maybe even 41. Because I'm going off the basis of 2.3 litres a lap, when actually it's 2.26, 2.27. So the fuel is obviously the big problem, the big worry. Double check that the setup that we're running is all correct. So the PSIs on the fronts 5.3, on the rears they're 4.9, electronics 441. Fuel and strategy 92 litres in the car. Tyre set number 1. Don't know why it keeps doing that. Onto tyre set number 2, 25.3, 24.9 for the pressures. The brakes are all the same. Yeah, we are going to start on tyre set number 1. Has it actually let me select? If we go 2 and 1, is that going to make a difference? Because it's not allowing me to select. Okay, for whatever reason, it's not allowing me to start on tyre set number 1. So we're going to start on tyre set number 2 and go as long as we can into the race in the pit window, which opens at minute 40 with 40 minutes left and closes with 20 minutes left. So it looks like we're going to do a reverse
30 seconds.
and start on the fresh set of tyres and then go as long as we can into the race and make the change onto tyre set number 1. Happy with everything.
Stay in single file.
That's what we want, a laggy Ferrari. At least it's dry. Car will handle a little different with 3/4 of a full tank on board. 120 litres is the max you can have in a Porsche. Starting 15th out of 18, so not too bad. At least everyone's sort of behaving themselves this time in the formation lap.
Double file.
Okay, then, ladies and gentlemen, an hour of Zandvoort.
Green light, give it all you can.
And we're racing.
Car on the left, clear on the left.
Don't know what that Merc was doing.
Car on the left, clear on the left.
What is happening here? Come on, guys.
Car on the right. There's a slow car ahead. Clear on the right.
Cars fucking everywhere.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Slow car ahead.
Jesus Christ, what a mess. More cars backwards. Lamborghini coming back onto a track.
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. There's a slow car ahead. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Okay, lap 1 completed. P11 by the looks of it. We have a little bit of damage.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Now Lamborghini's off on an adventure. We'll leave him to it. Just want to settle down a little bit. There's a bit of a wild start there for some of these guys.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Fucking send it. I'm not messing about. Okay, lap 2 completed. P10.
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far.
I think I'm quicker than both of these guys in front of me as well. That was terrifying. Oh, come on. Okay, we've got a gap behind. Someone's already in the pits for accident damage.
Sector 1. Well done, mate. Personal best. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Need that fat Aston Martin out my way. we're similar on pace where they're quicker than me in the straights, but around the twisty stuff, I'm a lot better, a hell of a lot better.
on the left.
Just lose everything through the final corner, having to lift off. Oh, the McLaren spun. Now, what kind of pace has Aston Martin got? I've only just realised that Aston Martin's the wall. I thought he'd have been in the Lamborghini Reiter. Well, we've instantly set our fastest lap of the race.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
That tells you that Pink McLaren was holding us up. So it looks like the Aston Martin is the one that had the pace, the McLaren was the one that was holding us both up. was a scrappy lap, and the Aston Martin is pulling away. Almost lost it. Oh, the Aston Martin, he's lost it. He's hit the wall as well, I think, pretty heavily there. That's a shame. It's a shame for him. I'm starting to get to know some of these guys, and these are what it is. German-born Swiss driver is the wall. So we try and have a conversation in broken German, but it doesn't really work too much. But unfortunately, that's might have killed his race a little bit. Might have been a heavy hit for him into the wall. Luckily, he held the brake. I had no idea where that Aston was going to end up on the track. But that has promoted us with 15 minutes of this race gone into P8. Now 15 seconds behind the guy in P7. And there's our first mistake.
Slow car ahead.
There is a slow car ahead. It's a back marker going into the pits. New personal best from me, 39.8. We'll go as long as we can on these tyres. We've got a little bit of damage on the car. I'll have a look on the main straight. I think it's around about 1.5 seconds, it's 2 seconds, which is minimal. Hasn't changed really the handling or the balance of the car too much. And the car's obviously naturally getting quicker as you burn through that fuel. I mean, it's just to continue pushing. Slowly catching some of them guys ahead who are quite close together. If they start closing up on each other and battling, we'll close up a little bit more. We've got a guy 6 seconds behind us. think we're catching these guys ahead of us. I really need to be looking at lap times a little bit more. Pretty sure it's a group of 3 or maybe 4 cars ahead of us that are battling together now. They are all together. And that will naturally allow me to close up on them.
Slow car ahead. The pit is now open.
The window's now open. Minute 40. Oh, there is a car up here going slowly. Got to remember that pit entrance, so just the limiter's right at the point of turn in. I don't know if we're going to get any early takers. We are. The guy behind me is pitting right at the start. We're going to be pitting right at the very end. Oh, where's that guy gone? Can't see him on the timing thing. Is he disconnected? I believe he might have disconnected because he didn't stop. That's a shame here if that's the case. This game is a bit crap for that. But it's another position gain, P7. P6 is in the pits.
There's a car leaving the pit lane, watch out.
Oh, come on guys, I don't need back markers in my way, come on. Mr. McLaren, who spun in front of us a few laps ago. And he spun again.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Oi! Arsehole twitching like a rabbit's nose on that one. More cars in the pits. Got a few people making early stops then. Temporarily out onto P4. Oh, clip the curb there. Hold him around the outside. Could have been a big accident. Approaching the halfway point of this race then. Not too sure what position we're sort of looking at here towards the end. I did say a solid top 10 is possible, and I still think that's definitely on the cards. Top 8, I think, we could be looking at. It depends if anyone's made mistakes in the pits or any of them have had to stop for a period of time for extra damage. We just have to freeball it, I think. P3's in the pits. Fuel situation is good though. I can report, even at this stage I know we'll be okay. This has been a scrappy lap. P2's now in the pits. I haven't been caught by Mr. Beast though, and he hasn't stopped yet either. All of a sudden the balance of the car's gone away a little bit. I don't know if that's as we transition through the fuel or if the tyres are starting to cry a little bit, because the tyre wear rate here is quite high. leaders in. So now we take the lead of the race. Which is nice, but of course we've yet to make our pit stop. And there is Mr. Beast behind me. He's obviously a lot quicker than me. I've got a feeling he might pit.
We're at the halfway mark, keep pushing.
Because of that bang on half distance, he might pit thinking he doesn't want to lose any time behind me, and if he pits and I stay out, he might try and overcut me. That's fine, because he's clearly a second a lap quicker than me a lap, and I'm not really focusing too much on him. I'm just focusing on trying not to die. So I've got a feeling he might pit. He does. I know race strategy. I know what I'm talking about. Because I do exactly the same thing. You don't want to lose time battling me. You're clearly quicker than me, so pit and undercut me. I'm fine with that because with 30 minutes to go, a guy that's over a second a lap quicker than you, it's just going to be a mammoth task to try and keep him behind. You might just let him go, focus on your own race. I know my pace, I know where I'm at. But we'll have fun leading the race for a few laps. Having said that, I've now got the guys in second and third catch me pretty quickly, and they are the de facto leaders of this race. They've already made their stop. I'm also catching back markers. Only 14 people left in this race of the 18 that started, so we've lost 4. Tyres really starting to go off now. Okay, I've now got second and third right behind me. This is terrifying. And I've now got 2 back markers ahead of me fighting as well.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. on the left. Clear on the left.
Okay, I think we slowed down enough. Christ alive, that was terrifying. Okay, yep, that's fine. We'll fix the damage, why not? Pressures are okay. Tyre sets is fine. We're inside the pit window. Oh my god. Whew. That was terrifying. I had back markers in front of me, the leaders behind me. Now, where are we going to rejoin after all this? Oh.
Mandatory stop is not clear. Let's go, go, go.
Okay, we're all legalised now. P6. And I almost die. Okay, gonna take a lap or two to get used to these tyres. This is the qualifying set that we had on. So already about 5 or 6 laps old. Mr. Beast has lost some time somewhere. He's 8 seconds behind us. And I would have expected him to be ahead of us. P5's made a mistake. Yes, in there. Don't know if he has any damage or not. Oh, he's having an absolute mare. I'm being caught by the guys in 7th and 8th. 5th, 6th and 7th now pretty much all together. 8th will be with us shortly. Oh, the understeer.
Pit window is now closed.
20 minutes to go. We've got a battle on our hands here. Got back mark up ahead as well. Oh, so twitchy now following a car. Stick your nose in there, Mr. Beast. You're going to get it chopped off, mate. Oh, come on, car.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Slow car ahead. On the right.
I mean, fair play, we kept it clean.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Unfortunately, it's now dropped me down into 8th. I do you think all things considered is fair enough? Those two guys, Kenny and Mr. Beast, they are quicker than me. Evidently so. That'll probably be us then in PA, going 9th is 16 seconds back and not really threatening. 15 minutes to go, we can do that, just settle down. And just hope for mistakes ahead. We can stay relatively close to these guys, we can maybe be able to capitalise on mistakes from them. And of course some people might be playing the fuel game as well.
Losing to the car ahead is sector 1.
Jesus Christ, there's a shitload of cars up here. We've got back markers fighting amongst themselves. Oh, they've hit each other.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Jesus Christ. Well, it makes me lapping them a lot easier. Thanks for that anyway. But that was a lazy move, wasn't it, from the guy behind? Oh, I'm going through the gravel here. Starting to lose touch for these guys in front. We're okay behind though, although the lead is closing up on us. Oh, come on, car. Ten minutes to go then. We're good on fuel. We've got about 3 laps spare.
Car in front in sector 3.
Got a feeling we're probably going to get lapped. But I said, you know, I think keep our nose clean, go about our own business. We're on for a decent top 10. We're 8th at the moment. Probably have wished for something a little bit higher, to be honest. But I'll take it. No threat from behind at this point. And if one of those ahead of us has an unfortunate heavy punt into the wall, it will be a position gained. I mean, they're in the mid-39s, I'm in the low 40s now, so... And the leader's in the mid-37s. And I can't get in their way, because the guy in second's right up his arse, so once they're up behind me, I'm just probably just going to have to be polite and really jump out of the way. I can't sacrifice their race, end up getting a penalty for it from the stewards. Second slow and the car's in front now. Oh, hello.
Slow car ahead. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
It is for position. To P7, the guy behind me is in the grass. I can't brake. Less than 5 minutes to go. We've got the leaders gaining up on us as well. So it's just slightly terrifying.
Faster cars approaching. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Yeah, wrong place to do it. I've now got a guy up beside me.
Clear on the left.
Oh, he's crashed. I don't think I did anything wrong there. I didn't feel any contact. Oh, P2's off.
Faster car coming up behind you.
I didn't feel any contact whatsoever. I've got a bit of damage. Did I pick that up from something earlier? It was all a bit messy there. I went a bit quiet for a second, just trying to think, where can I let these leaders through? It's so difficult around here.
Faster car is approaching.
But I don't think I did anything wrong there.
Faster car approaching. Watch it up.
Jesus Christ, mate! How are you P2 with driving like that? They lead us on the final lap, which means so are we now. Now you're on board. We've got about 3 or 4 laps worth. The guy I had a little moment with is about 6 seconds back. We're a lap down, which means that we can't improve on P7 because P6 is still in the lead lap. This guy is just unbelievable. How are you P2? 18 drivers started, 14 are going to finish, and we will get a decent top 10 with a 7th, which puts the misery of Monza behind us. And I think we've done okay, really. I think we've driven okay. We've only made 1 or 2 major mistakes. That incident a few laps ago with Ronson, who's the guy behind me. But I don't think I did anything wrong there. I mean, where other places in the circuit, do you want me to try and let through the 2 leaders who are together on track? I thought going wide at the hairpin would have worked. It sort of did. We let them both through. Then he's appeared next to me. I was more than happy to go side by side. I felt no contact whatsoever, and all of a sudden he's just been spat out into the distance. Other than that, I think we've done okay. Strategy worked for us. We kept out of all the trouble at the start. There was quite a bit of it. And we will come home a lap down, unfortunately, but it will be a P7. And I'll take that. Out of the final corner. Flash the headlights, as you always should.
Good job, Lee. You did your best. Bring it back to the pits.
Good stuff from everyone in the end there. Oh, P7, my hand hurts. Congratulations to Quadio. He picks up the race win. I think we'll find a safe place to park. Between the cones. 36 laps completed, which is what I expected. We had enough fuel in the tank for 40 laps. And we are classified then in P7. I suppose there's going to be a bit of chit chat in the Discord after this. Them top 2 pretty much dominated. I mean, they finished a minute ahead of Gunnar Gamble, who's probably quite a very quick driver. Still waiting for Norimac, Mr. Beast and Kenny to finish the race. And indeed they now do. Jay Reedy finished 4 laps down with 130 seconds worth of penalties. And there were the 4 drivers that did fail to finish. Mine Bubbles, Rob Noxious, W in the pink McLaren, and Falguest, who I believe disconnected as well many laps ago. But 14 drivers at the 18 that started finished. We pick up a P7. Yeah, pretty happy with that. I think it could have gone. I think we're lucky with P7. I think Falguest was probably quicker than us. The incident with Ronson, then I don't know if it'll be investigated or not. We might talk about it. If he mentions nothing in the chat, then neither will I, to be honest. But if he says something, what was that about? I'll be like, I stuck to my line, felt no contact, all of a sudden he was off. No. Did have a bit of damage. We did fix it in the pit lane. I'm not too sure if I picked up that damage from maybe contact. I didn't feel it. That's the thing. I didn't feel it.
Green light. Go. So
I'm not 100% sure exactly what went on then, but I'm sure I'll have a discussion with him off camera and talk about it if he does raise a point. But that therefore brings round 2 to a close. Next week I won't be here on the Sunday as I've got something planned in the evening, unfortunately. So we are going to miss round 3, whatever round 3 is, and then hopefully be back for round 4 and round 5, all things considered. So we're not really a contender for the championship. Once this season is done, they are planning on doing possibly an endurance season, a GT4 season, which could be quite interesting. So all I've got to do is pay a little bit of money to get the GT4 DLC. So there could be other things in tune. This is just obviously a very small championship, just 5 rounds over 5 weeks, as this league has only recently just started in the last month or so. But it's going well, it's going fun, very competitive. These guys are pretty quick, to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, we could have had a P5 at Monza. We have had a P7 at Zandvoort. So all things considered, it's been a solid start to the championship, and hopefully we can maybe finish top 10 by the end of it. That'll be everything from this stream. Coming up during the week, I'm still yet to do the final episode of the F1 2020 Sprint Mode Championship. To be completely honest with you, I was planning on uploading it at some point last week, and then obviously starting on the 2021 Sprint Mode Championship. But last week I worked 5 days in a row, did nearly 58 hours or something like that. I was absolutely shattered. All this weekend, all I've done is just sleep to let my body recover. I've got home in the morning after work, and I've just been like too exhausted to do anything. I literally just sit here, have a beer, have some dinner, and go to bed and sleep as much as I can. But I do promise, hopefully this week coming up, with it just being a 4-day week, I've got a little bit more time to maybe get some uploads on the go. As for ACC, it won't be next Sunday, unfortunately. It'll be the Sunday after that, round 4, wherever that is. I'm not 100% too sure. But yeah, it's been fun running in the SimZone, and I'll be hanging around for as long as I can anyway. But things might be changing in the future, which means that live streams might be few and far between. But we'll just have to cross that bridge once we get to it. If you have enjoyed this live stream and all of the others I've done as well, a like and subscribe would be very appreciated. You can follow me on Twitter. Alex Lilliart is my name. I'm also on Instagram and other things as well, but Twitter's the main one I come on. So you can follow me on that and drop a message and say hello. Any suggestions or improvements to my streams would be appreciated. But for now, thank you very much for watching this stream, and I'll see you all for the next one very soon.